All right, let's get this flight plan going. Great to see everybody here on the call today here at Skyline, the most amazing team of people anyone could ever want to work with. It is time to do the Q2 flight plan, where we've been in Q1, where we're going in Q2, and how do we do. I just wanted to thank everyone, first of all, for an absolutely phenomenal performance in Q1. You know, we came off of the annual filing season program at the end of 2020 and Q4 of that. And Q1 is always a tough act to follow after you get all that business coming in Q4, and then you got the holidays, and then it's like, okay, you come back from that, and it's like you've got to basically get ready to gear up and do it again. And as a team, we did it. We performed extremely well in Q1. And it's also not an easy quarter because we were coming off a renewal year the previous year. And so in order to match the performance that you did during a renewal year is not easy either. But let's get into it, and let's see what we accomplished in Q1. All right. Let's start by talking about what didn't go so well. Because as good as we are, unfortunately, there are some things that we didn't perform very well on. So we might as well just get that out of the way right at the beginning here and talk about where the failures were at. And here is where the failure is. It was largely on me. Once again, I was not able to deliver to the team a leprechaun for St. Patrick's Day. And I feel very bad about that because, like I said, I've been working on this since almost 2015 to try to get a leprechaun on the call for St. Patrick's Day. And I haven't given up on it. I'm going to give it another shot next year. But just so everybody doesn't feel cheated, I've got this one video here for you of this guy right here.
Buddy. Man down.
I almost, when the guy says man down, I almost could feel that could be Jeff on his boat, basically saying those very words. So enough about what we didn't do well. Let's go on to what we did well. Well, maybe not. Here's where we killed it and succeeded in Q1. Where we killed it and exceeded it in Q1 was we got the 401k matching was officially launched for all 401k participants in the company. And that was a big accomplishment because that's something that I wanted to get put in place for a long time for everybody so people could start banking away money for retirement. People could start putting away money tax-free, and we made that happen. The company will match 50% of the first 3% an employee contributes to their 401k. So essentially, you're getting 50 cents on every dollar matched by the company here at Skyline. So very excited about that. We exceeded revenue projections once again. Jeff is absolutely phenomenal at being the prognosticator of Pittsburgh, and he set the goals for where we needed to be at for the quarter to consider it a win. And we actually, with some of the new programs that we launched and strong Michigan Builders License sales, we exceeded revenue projections again. I'm going to let Jeff and Dave talk about the specific numbers, what they were set at and what we actually accomplished. But the most important thing is to know that as a company, when we continue to exceed revenue goals, it just creates more job security for everybody here. It gives us the ability to do more marketing, and we just keep on winning, which is absolutely great. Discounting on rep sales also continues to decline. Dave's going to have some exciting numbers to share about that on the call. And essentially what that means is that we are not having to discount in order to make sales. And that's a huge mind shift from where we're at, where we felt like in order to get the sale and to close the deal, we were having to offer, big discounts in that. And it just shows that we have much stronger belief in our product. We have much stronger belief in our ability to deliver phenomenal customer service, to deliver an exceptional product to our customers. And we don't have to discount. And that's incredible because that completely separates us from our competition because we don't have to essentially step down to their level to become a commodity in the marketplace that everybody just basically tries to shop for the cheapest one. We've created something that is above and beyond what our competition in the market has to offer. And we can now start setting our own price for that. Done For You, who is the marketing company that we partner with, has provided improved copywriting for email marketing, which equates to more sales. The biggest wins with Done For You is that that's freed Jeff up and given him more bandwidth to do some more things that are going to result in growth for the company, specifically, which I'll talk about in a minute. But they brought on better copywriters. Our email marketing is improved. And it's just, I get the emails and I'm just finding that I'm much more interested when I see the subject lines, when I see the copy, I'm much more interested and engaged in wanting to take action on those emails than anything we've even done previously. So that's been an absolutely great win. Done For You has also continued to work with us on our Google AdWords accounts. So essentially they are maximizing budget and optimizing budget to deliver as many ads as possible for My Tax Courses Online, for Michigan Builder's License to drive as many people to our websites as possible. They've also been carefully looking for other opportunities where we can continue to grow and expand, building out the funnels that we use, basically the MTCO difference funnels, Michigan Builder's License 60-hour funnels. And the thing that I love about what we do at the company is it's a constant process of improvement. So rather than just settling for, hey, we did this, we designed an email and now we're happy with it. It's always looking at, okay, what words can we tweak? What time of the day is best to send? What days of the week are the best to send? And taking all of that information and data to deliver the absolute best product out there and also get as many sales as possible. The 2021 ASFP program is scheduled for launch June 1st. Jeff doing a phenomenal job of heading this up. He's got contracts with the Bases, with Mark Kohler. He's also been instructed to basically continue building out a bench of high-performing, talented speakers for our tax programs. And that I'm happy to report he's doing a phenomenal job with. And recording is scheduled, and we are expecting the successful launch on June 1st. In Michigan, the live MBL classes continue to sell out and remain very strong, which has been kind of a surprise with the current environment that we're in. Even having the reduced classroom size, we're continuing to sell out classes. Grand Rapids was just expanded to be able to double the size of that class. Generally, the Livonia classes have been selling out, and construction in general remains extremely strong. Housing shortages, people having to pay way over asking price on homes in order to be able to get homes. So we expect our Michigan Builder's License classes to continue to perform very, very well throughout the coming year and also into 2022. Also had an opportunity, we were contacted by a podcast called the Michigan Contractor Show to be interviewed on the show. And so Sid and I both did interviews. I talked a little bit about Michigan Builder's License. Sid talked about his experience teaching the class and was really surprised that we got a lot of really good publicity out of that. People heard the show, and that led to people calling and asking about our 60-hour courses, our continuing competency courses. And so really great opportunity to paint Michigan Builder's License in a positive light and just get our name out there in front of more people in the state of Michigan. The 3-hour and 21-hour continuing competency courses are in the development stage for a fresh launch in Q1 of 2022. So these are the 3-hour and 21-hour courses that were used for the last renewal cycle. There's a few more people that have to go through them this year in order that are kind of not in the primary renewal year. They renew this year, and then we completely revamped the 3-hour and the 21-hour. Shane has already been at work as far as evaluating the condition of those courses, what things are going to need to be updated, what fresh content that we're going to need, and the build out for those courses will start in Q2. As far as the planning and setting up the instructors and everything that goes into the development of those courses. So ready to go Q1 2022, and then essentially by May 2022, we are 1 year from the renewal deadline again, and so we will have those courses ready to go for everybody. Christy is expecting all of you to continue submitting your timesheets on schedule. Christy tells me that you guys have been all doing a great job with that. It seems another huge win for the quarter was creating the automated timesheet system, which automatically pulls your sales into the payroll sheet and then gets that sent over to Christy. From what I understand, it's been working extremely well. It's also ensuring that all of the sales reps get credit for all the sales that they're making. And so just wanted to thank Shane, extremely great job on that for making that happen and just streamlining our process for payroll, making sure everybody gets paid for all of the work that they are doing. Applause to Jeff. I know I say this a lot, but I don't want to let a day go by without taking the time to acknowledge Jeff for bringing us great morning meetings filled with inspiration and laughter. Jeff, thank you very much for that. It's an honor to have you leading us every morning on that 8:30 call, filling us up with positive energy, getting us ready for our day, and keeping it fun for all of us. You're truly a servant and a servant leader that really goes above and beyond to make sure that we're having fun, that we're starting our day off right, and not with any negativity or office politics like a lot of other companies deal with. And then also huge thank you to Jeff for finding new speakers and hosting not one, not two, but 11 exceptional webinars in Q1 that were all absolutely phenomenal. All of this was hugely instrumental in helping us find better speakers, helping us find people that we could bring into the AFSP program, also for building out our Ultra Unlimited packages and now having something to offer where we've got at least 2 webinars a month that are being to that Ultra Unlimited package, ultimately increasing the value and what we can charge for those packages, which means more money in everybody's pocket. And so, Jeff, thank you from the bottom of my heart for working so hard on that. It takes a lot of coordination, not only to find these people, to make a deal with them, and then ultimately to make sure that they show up on these webinars and that they go smoothly and they're done in a professional manner. So thank you so much for that. Also want to acknowledge muchas gracias to Dave for being the catalyst for the Ultra Limited package and getting that launched. Dave basically was talking about this a year ago and wanting to do a Netflix type model with our packages and came up with the idea, the concept, the website copy, the whole process of what it was going to take to actually build and then sell these. And we have exceeded our revenue for MTCO, what our projections were because of that. And so, Dave, I wanted to thank you so much for having the belief in yourself, for believing that this is something that could be done, and also for being able to execute on it and actually make it happen for all of us. It's been a huge win and probably one of the biggest wins that we've had in a long time as far as new product launches here at the company. So thank you so much. And I also want to send a shout out to Dave for continuing to show how much value we bring to our clients, and we don't have to discount to make sales. This is one of the things, if you know Dave, basically he's always honest about reducing the discounting and not having to rely on discounts to close and make a sale. And Dave, you have definitely shown that that is possible. I'm going to let you share the numbers of what that has meant for us as a company. To give you some context to this, previously in past years, we've had discounting as high as 23%, which means we're basically 23% of sales result in a discount. Dave's going to share the new numbers, but most importantly, here's what's really important about that. By reducing discounting, that gives us more money as a company to do things with. And as you know, I've been a huge believer in sharing the success of the company with those who help us achieve it. And all of you have helped to reduce the discounting. And so I wanted to thank all of you for making that happen. And Dave is going to have more to share about that later in this call. Shipping department continues to overcome the challenges of the post office during COVID and ensuring we have extra inventory of books to avoid supply chain disruptions. This is something that as a team, you rarely get to see because we're handling a lot of this in the background, but there's been a lot of challenges getting books from suppliers. Basically, companies aren't producing books. Books are on back order. Post office isn't picking up. And so everybody, Shane, Cameron, and our shipping department have all stepped up to make sure that our shipping goes undisrupted So that has included maintaining large inventories of these books. So when they're not being printed or when they're back ordered, we can avoid disruption to our students that are purchasing these books. We've also looked for a supplier that's closer. So we're within 15 minutes of a supplier. So for code books and for our workbooks, we have essentially books stockpiled, printed and stockpiled to make sure that if we need them, that they're available. As an example of this, the company that produces these just had a COVID outbreak, completely shut the company down. We would have been probably heavily impacted by this, but because we maintain such large inventories, we essentially went through it without any problem. The post office has also had challenges picking up. Cameron has been awesome as far as personally taking things directly to the post office to get them in the mail system. And everybody's just been great as far as stepping up and doing whatever it takes to keep things running smoothly. Now for the big question. A while back, almost 1 year ago, Jeff was sent out to Las Vegas with the mission and intent of bringing cash back for his kingdom. So I'm going to just replay one of the videos of that notorious Vegas trip really quick, just to kind of refresh everybody's memory.
All right, Jeff, what do we got going on here?
All right, well, for Christian Molina, we're going to play some slots. We're going to Munchkin Land.
All right, here we go. All right, good start. It's all right. We're warming it up.
The Munchkin, that's got to be good, right?
All right, there it is. Jeff, thank you very much for going out to Las Vegas for us. Absolutely a fantastic trip. And
This year's 2021 Easter egg road rally for the Woryn family.
Hold on,
We've got 20.
Something else coming up here. Let's see if we can get this back on track. So Jeff, thank you very much for going out to Las Vegas for us. Greatly appreciated. So you won a lot of money for the team on that trip. So here's the question. Do we send Jeff back to Las Vegas to win cash for his kingdom as he has done in the past? We're going to put up a polling question right now on this very call. If you would like Jeff to go back out to Las Vegas, vote yes. If you think there's a waste of time and corporate resources, that we need him here for the 8:30 calls and we need him here to be manning the steering wheel on the ship, then vote no. But here's what I'm willing to do. Jeff has proven that he is absolutely phenomenal when it comes to placing bets. And so I will personally bankroll Jeff with $2,000 cash to go back out to Las Vegas and see if he can double it, triple it, maybe even 10x it for the team here. So here's the option. We can take the $2,000 cash and split it equally among everybody that showed up on the flight plan today, or you can send Jeff out to Las Vegas, roll the dice, and attempt to see what Jeff is capable of doing once again. So vote now, and we will have the results of that vote coming to you later this week and letting you know whether Jeff would be going back to Las Vegas and how soon that trip could possibly happen now that Vegas is open. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you being on this call, being part of this team. We continue to do cool stuff and delivering happiness to everybody here. Thanks so much, and I will turn it over now to your next person.